Hey, what's up? I'm Emma, and this is RADD TV. All right, we've got some special guests today. One of our favorite bands, Cousin Simple. Thanks so much for joining us today, guys.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Awesome. Can you guys just start by introducing yourself and what role you play?
Yeah, I'm Mitch. I play the bass and piano and ukulele sometimes.
Cool.
I'm Harsh, and I'm the front man.
My name is Joel, and I'm the drummer.
I'm Ryan, and I play guitar.
Awesome. Thanks. So, how do you guys know each other?
From this.
We just met 10
this.
minutes ago.
Yeah, we literally just met.
We grew up together. Well, the three of us, Mitch, Will, and Ryan, we grew up in middle school, and 7th grade we all met each other. And then Joel came along a few years later, and we saw him at a show.
Was playing in another band at the point, and then we kind of picked
Okay.
him up.
And
Yeah,
Sparks
they
flew.
stole me away.
Well, I can see why. Cool. Did you guys grow up in Columbus? Are you guys still living here?
Yeah, we're still living here, and we all grew up here.
Do you guys come from a musical background? Is anyone else in your family?
My dad was in a band when he was in high school. But besides that, no, not really.
My
What about
dad
you
was in a
guys?
band too.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's like an artist right now, so I mean that's kind of
That's
creative, I guess.
And
Yeah.
my grandpa was a drummer, so I think I got all that from him.
very cool.
I
Very
didn't know
cool.
that.
So how did you guys get together? Like, so you obviously knew each other growing up. How did you form the band?
As Mitch said, we knew each other in middle school, and we were just hanging out. And instead of like playing video games or playing sports a lot, I mean, we played sports too, but we would make songs in his basement using GarageBand.
Nice.
And we started out with a bunch of different covers, and then we started writing our own songs. So we were like, maybe we should do this.
Yeah, great. Do you guys write all the songs together, or does somebody kind of take the lead on that?
Yeah, I mean it usually starts with just like one of us comes up with like a main melody or hook or chord progression that we like, and then kind of show it to the rest of the band and work it out.
And how did you guys come up with the name Cousin Simple?
Yeah. So that was growing up. I had a VHS tape that had
Gosh.
yeah. Way back.
VHS. Oh
Yeah,
my
VHS
gosh.
that had
Love it.
3 Scooby-Doo episodes on it from like the 1960s.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Cousin Simple is like one character. I think he has one line before he gets eaten or whatever happens to him in Scooby-Doo. Before something bad happens to him. But yeah, we needed a name. We did like this whole bracket thing with like
What else
64
is in
names.
there?
It was so
I
complicated.
don't even remember.
Public transportation was
Yeah.
one of them.
We made like a whole bracket
Summer
thing
Soldier.
for it, and then
that's
the one we ended up picking we didn't even like, so we just were like, why don't we do Cousin Simple? And then it just kind of stuck.
That's amazing. Like, how did the bracket work? Like, how did you like eliminate names?
I think we just randomized all the names, and then we would go round by round, like eliminating one of the
Get
two.
rid of it.
yeah, like which one do you like more, like public transportation or like I don't even remember what the
Crash
other ones were.
Landing was
Crash
one of them.
Landing. Yeah,
I
don't
remember
know.
that.
But that's just like how we are. We're like overthinking everything.
Yeah, we think way too much into pretty much everything.
That's amazing. So, how would you guys like describe your style and your music?
Kind of like modern vintage, I guess. Right? You want to help me with that?
Yeah, I mean, our style of music, we obviously have our roots in like alternative and indie rock type stuff, like The Strokes,
Yeah.
like that kind of stuff. But
Mhm.
style-wise, we're trying to be like a modern vintage, as Will said.
Yeah, I love
So-
that. I
I
love
feel like it
that.
kind of fits us. I don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Some of the old, some of the new.
Love it. What would be your guys' dream collaboration, or like who would you want to open for?
So as a band, we've always loved Two Door Cinema Club.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it'd be so cool one day to meet those guys. And I think that they were our favorite live show that I've ever seen. I don't know about you guys, but it was outside at the Express Live, and just like it was awesome.
We
It
knew
was
the
coolest
words
show.
to every song, and it was just like
That's amazing.
bangers.
It was on like a Thursday night, and I remember all of our friends decided like last minute we're gonna go to the show,
Mm-hmm.
and I was super pumped because they've been my favorite band. And then we all went, and we like you said, we knew every word, and we jumped. I remember jumping up and down for literally every song. And then the day after, we all we had to go to school the day after,
Oh my god.
and my legs were so sore, but it was definitely worth it. Yeah,
That's
one of my
Really,
favorite shows for sure.
Favorite memory.
Oh, that's so fun. Well, first off, thank you guys so much for writing a song about me, a song to Emma. But other than me, where do you guys get your inspiration for your songs?
Really, I mean, for like writing lyrics, really from anything. I pull a lot from like my personal experience is either like a relationship or a friendship or maybe something that happens to me. But it can also be a lot of times like in conversation, or if I see something in a movie that I like, or a show, and I'll write it down and I'll keep it. And then when we're working on these songs together, I'll try to like kind of work it in a little bit and see what works and what doesn't. And it's kind of like a plug and play almost. And then if one line works, we'll work from around there and kind of make its own thing. That's kind of how I do it lyrically. I don't know about song wise.
I mean,
kind of whatever.
Yeah, it's just like noodling around, and if something sticks, it sticks.
We love to noodle around.
Noodle around is the best. Can't go wrong. Who's like helped you guys expand your music and kind of get out to the public?
So for me personally, and what's really helped the band is SJC. It's the drum kit I play.
Okay.
They've really helped us out a lot, trying to get us out in exposure and kind of mentoring us. Mike from SJC, the owner. And so that was one of our big people that have helped us. Scott Steinecker from Promo West, he owns Promo West, has really helped us trying to get out in the music scene. Scott Clayton with WME, he's really helping us try to get shows and all that type of stuff. So
that's amazing.
He knows we're not trying to sit still right now. So he's doing all he can.
It's probably hard for you guys right now.
It's very hard.
I feel like when you form a band, it's kind of hard. You never know how well you guys will play music together and who does what. Were you guys ever worried about how you would come together as a band?
Well, when we started out, Ryan and Will both played guitar and I played piano. We needed a bass, so I picked up the bass and started learning the notes and everything. But I don't think we really had any issues when we started out. We just it kind of felt just super natural. We're best friends. It was really easy to just transition.
What I've realized is I didn't understand that people can be in bands with not their best friends. I was like, I thought that's just how it works for everybody. And it really, it makes it a lot easier when we have to travel places, being behind stage, practicing all the time. It's like you said, it was a little bit of okay, how are we going to make this work? But it was never really a concern we're not going to make it work. I think it was always just how are we gonna do it?
Yeah,
he literally learned bass in that.
How many
just for this?
So, how many drummers did you go through until me?
We went through quite a few drummers, but
really?
and like you said, I played guitar, and then the decision was made. You stop playing guitar and just dance because you're better at that than playing guitar.
It's pretty entertaining to watch.
I'm glad you like it. Yeah.
I wish I could move like that.
Thanks. But I don't know. I feel like it was always we've just been having fun, so it hasn't really been a concern at all.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, you make everyone have fun when you guys play. So
Thanks.
Thank you.
awesome.
That's the goal.
Thank you.
Yeah, totally. So speaking of traveling, you guys have been to a bunch of venues all throughout Ohio, Nashville. What's been your favorite place to play or your favorite performance? Or one of them?
Do you want to go down the line here real quick?
Yeah, sure. I think one of my favorite shows was our last show at the A&R bar. I just think it was the culmination of everything we've been working hard for the last few years, and it just felt right to have this one awesome night where it can just shine. That was for me my favorite, I think.
I think my favorite show was the one that we did right after we released Star Destroyers. It was in the basement, which is a 300 cap venue with everyone squeezed in there like sardines. And I remember that was the first show that before the show, I went to the bathroom, and then I came back out and walked past the crowd, and I was like, I don't know anybody in this pit. Usually it's our friends or whatever, and I was like, I have no clue who these people are.
Feeling, for sure.
Yeah, and that was so much fun, and I don't know, and everyone knew the words too. It wasn't we were playing to strangers. I mean, we were kind of, but at the same time, not. I don't know.
Is that a weird feeling when people are actually singing this song back to you guys?
It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it's fantastic.
It's like someone slapping you in the face with serotonin.
That's one way to. That's one way to put it.
I mean, for me, I love all the hometown shows we play, all the A&R bar. But what's really stuck with me is the Vans Warped Tour one. When we got to go on Vans Warped Tour, that was really fun. I feel like it was just a whole new experience, and
oh my gosh,
we road tripped all day.
We literally played in a semi. Like they made a makeshift semi that,
What?
yeah, wasn't it like that?
Yeah.
That's
And-
fun.
And the night before, he touched a
Oh,
cactus, and like
I
I don't.
cactus.
And he was picking out
needles
cactus
all
needles
What?
on the drive up
the
there.
whole
just-
trip.
Why'd you do that?
I
I
don't
don't
Why
know.
not?
That's
I
what
I,
you
I
do.
guess why not?
That's what you do on
but
the road, right?
Wanted to feel something.
maybe. I don't feel much,
Good.
but yeah, enough of that.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Will on the Star Destroyers release show in the
Uh-huh.
basement. That was a wild show,
Mhm.
one of my favorites for sure. But we played this one gig in Chicago. What was that venue called? It was like this super cool venue. It was almost like an abandoned like skate park almost.
Yeah.
Like that's the vibe it gave me.
interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
There's,
was
like-
it was a cool venue, and there were a ton of people there, so which
That
is
sounds
always
fun.
good for out of town shows.
Yeah.
But
That's amazing.
yeah.
You guys have so much energy, like when you're playing and on the stage. How do you get hyped up for shows? Do you have any like weird things you do?
We we do.
Are we exposing our
Again?
secret?
I don't
Everything,
know,
lay it
do
all
we-
out.
Do we say it?
On RADD TV, here we go. The breakdown.
Exclusive.
We do this thing where we get in a circle, and I don't know how we started this, but like we get in a circle and we put our hands out, and then we like slap each other in the butts,
It just
Of course.
it gets
like
us going.
rhythmically, and then we
Yeah.
speed up, and then we get excited, and it usually
That's the
hurts.
first
We're all
thing
in
we
sync
do
No
with
idea
before
how
the
it
show.
started.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember. I'm like, I don't know, but
That's hilarious.
it gets us going. Yeah,
So if you ever wanted to know what we do before a show, we slap each
that's
other's
what we're doing.
butts.
Everyone's like,
Slap
"What
your
are they doing back there?"
We're slapping
It's
cheeks.
butt slapping.
Jeez.
Don't say
Slapping
that.
cheeks.
Can we edit that out? Actually,
No,
Yeah, we
can
know
go back
what
with
that
At least you didn't say.
because it's simple, slapping cheeks.
Before shows,
It's your
always.
new tagline.
Oh no.
If
What are we gonna
fans
do?
had to remember you by one thing, what would you want that to be?
We're big into the live show. We really think like a
the
live show
experience.
is where you connect with people.
Yeah, the big
And-
experience inside
Yeah.
the live show.
We
Yeah.
definitely like to make experiences out of all of our shows,
Yeah.
and
Kind of like the feeling like when we go out and we have a big show, when it's the best is when it feels like we're all kind of just dancing. Like it's just
Yeah.
the only real difference is, we're facing this way and you're facing this way, and we're
Mhm.
all just kind of going nuts and getting sweaty. I don't know. I think I'd want people to remember that feeling and
Yeah.
that vibe. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, definitely. What do you guys think your biggest challenge has been so far?
Just trying to like best ourselves. I think, it's a really hard industry to get into for sure. And we're still like struggling to get into it as much as we want to.
Mhm.
But, I would say we're the hardest on ourselves, harder
Mhm.
than like anybody else. Every show that we have, it's not like, I mean, maybe like right off the bat, it's, damn, that was a great show. But like afterwards, it's what we did wrong, things we can do for the next time. Every time we do a show, it's how can we make it better, if not necessarily bigger, but just kind of more us, I guess.
Yeah.
And make it a better experience for everybody. And musically too, I think, we feel like we have a really distinct sound that we're really proud of and that we love to play.
Yeah.
And just trying to get that as well, like as put across as best as we can and as best represented. We're pretty hard on ourselves doing that.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's kind of why you're like, oh, like we need new stuff. And we're like, we have a ton of stuff that we have written, and like we want to make sure that it's the best it can be.
Yeah, that's great.
Because it can be really good. And,
Yeah, I
and
think
we know it
Yeah.
can.
I think that's great that you guys are like living in the moment, but also trying to always improve.
For sure. I mean, because the only way to get better is to keep improving. Like you
Yeah.
can't be like, well, that's it. That's the best we're gonna be.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
I think
Never.
what really made us get better at stuff is just being really critical on ourselves.
For everything. Like
Yeah.
what are we wearing today? Like what are we, how are we posing? We think about, I mean,
Mhm.
I know it's like overthinking, but at the same time, some of it definitely needs to be done. And
Yeah,
I
and
feel
you'd
like we're getting
rather
better.
like overthink or like be overprepared than go
Underprepared.
in and just
For sure.
not entertain like you guys want to do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What would you give? Like, what's some advice you would give to somebody just starting out in this industry?
Write songs.
Don't give up
Yeah.
Don't
after
give
the
up.
first show you played in front of two people.
Play as many shows as you can. Learn from the mistakes. I mean, like that's like, don't be afraid to mess up.
Mhm.
You
I
have
don't
to
know.
just keep
The
going.
amount of
Yeah.
the amount of times that we've played a show and like something just stopped working in the middle of a set, like it's numerous. It's countless how many times it's happened.
Yeah.
And you can't let that
Yeah,
get you down.
you'll have
Yeah.
bad shows, but you
Yeah.
just gotta figure out how to push through it. It's part of the game.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
a lot of people get afraid. Like they feel like they're
Mm-hmm.
just running
Yeah.
in place, but
Yeah. I think
gotta
that's
get over it.
encouraging to hear that like that's happened to you guys. So it's like if it
Mhm.
happens to them,
Completely.
you're not out there alone.
It's
you
still
know?
Yeah.
happening to us. Like,
It'll continue
now.
to happen to
I'm
us.
sure it happens
Will
like you
forever.
and the best, you know?
For sure.
What do you guys like to do outside of music? What are your day jobs or are you doing this full time?
What do you do?
I like slinging chili in my time. Work at a Skyline. Slinging chili. Yeah.
They're required to
Oh,
say
gosh.
that. The general manager makes them
That's
say that.
day one information.
We
So
play
do
a
you
lot
guys
of
get perks of that too?
no.
No,
Well, I don't really
think
want
we
perks.
want
yeah,
perks.
they don't like it, so it's just
Yeah.
me. I just
The only reason I
eat
go
it
to
all.
Skyline Chili, I'm sorry, Skyline Chili. The only reason I go to Skyline Chili is for this man right here.
Oh, that's
so,
a good friend.
so there's that.
Yeah, but besides that, I mean, I like skateboarding and playing video games and watching Netflix. Whatever.
Yeah,
You-
we watch some shows on Netflix.
We
I've
do
been
watch
big
shows
into
all
that.
together.
What are your
Breaking
go-to
Bad.
shows right now?
Well, we were on the show Lost. We were a little bit late to the game on that one, but we were
So-
very dug into that.
Oh yeah,
for
So
we
good.
got deep
finishing.
into that.
Whoa.
Are
Like-
you done with it?
We're done. We're
Okay,
done.
good.
We
I
finish
like-
it.
We
and
know
our
the ending.
Mental
What-
state
yeah,
is
what'd you
safe
think
now.
of it?
I thought it was good. Everyone told me how bad it was going to be, like leading up to it, so
Yeah.
I was worried. But I think maybe I don't know. Maybe because I thought everyone was saying how bad it was, I enjoyed it more
Your
than I was
expectations
anticipating.
were low.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I liked
Yeah.
it. We play a lot of Connect Four. We're really
Oh,
good at that.
Connect Four. That's
Yeah.
You don't see. Everyone says that. Everyone's like, "Oh, like everyone's good at Connect
Old
Four."
school.
No, not
There's
until
strategy.
not until you know. Everyone says that. Everyone can play Connect Four.
okay. Maybe I'll get back into it.
Yeah,
You're
you
really
have to.
Convincing me.
It's worth the try. I'd say, right?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
I won't knock it.
Yeah, gotta go for it.
What else? What else are you guys doing right now?
Are you?
I mean, we play sports sometimes. We kicked
Okay.
the soccer ball around the other day.
Okay.
Mitch
I
kicked
like
me
it.
in the leg so hard the other
Yeah.
day.
Oh,
I
man.
couldn't walk. It was
What'd you
great
do that
though.
for?
I didn't mean to.
Sure.
I was beating him.
Right.
We're also really competitive, so when we play these things, it's not we're playing for fun. We're playing to win.
Always.
That's-
yeah.
That's why we've gotten good at Connect Four, is because you start, you're like, la la la, but you want
This
to
is
win.
chill. Oh man.
Chess too. We do a lot of chess.
Yeah, we do play some chess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been making a lot of TikToks recently too.
I
Big
saw
TikToks.
one of you the other day, the like
Really?
e-girl one, and then you were rollerblading. That was so good.
That was me.
Yeah, I've only seen like a bunch of girls do it. That was good. I liked it.
Thank you. Yeah, we weren't like totally into it at first. We were a little worried that we wouldn't understand it, but then
We all started.
I
that
still don't
way.
understand it. But I don't know. I think we're having more fun with it now.
Yeah, you just gotta do it.
Yeah,
You know?
we're just kind of doing what we
Just
think's
keep putting
funny.
videos out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Exactly. So we've been doing that too.
Yeah, we cook too. We cook
Oh,
sometimes.
We do.
You do.
Yeah.
Well,
What do you
so
cook?
we live together, so we cook a lot of pasta. And
Will
beef.
made chili the other day. That was
did.
really good.
Oh.
Yeah.
They
It
don't
all
like
comes.
chili.
It comes 360.
It's a different
they
kind
wanted
of
to-
chili.
It was my mom. It was my mom's
Chili.
recipe.
This
I
one
handmade it
Yes,
by
yeah.
scratch. We bought all the ingredients. I was very proud of us.
Yeah.
We felt very grown up. One of the few times.
That is very grown up. I'm
Yeah.
impressed.
It was so good. It was gone in a day. I made a whole vat of chili and it was gone. Like
Wow.
everyone was.
Growing boys.
I guess I'm
Yeah.
not growing anymore.
fine.
I'm this height forever.
Hey, that's fine. So I heard you guys are doing something pretty special tonight. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Joel here is graduating from high school, our drummer. He's a little bit younger than we are.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we're
Yeah.
having like since no one can have a graduation ceremony,
Yeah.
we're having like you can call in your grad and they say it on WNCI.
Do a
Mhm.
shout out.
Yeah, a little
for
Do a
it.
shout out.
shout out.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
so
it's like
cool.
it's a live Instagram video, but it's gonna be with WNCI, and we're
It's
just
on
hanging
the
out,
air.
playing some music, and
Okay.
doing your senior shout outs. So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
That's
Talking, yeah.
awesome. That's a fun way to celebrate.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Cool. All right, and then like, what are your guys' plans for the future? Are you guys putting out any new music?
Yeah. So obviously with what's going on right now, we're a little bit stagnant as far as shows coming up. We're working on it.
Mhm.
But for music, we have a lot of new music in the works. I think we're gonna be releasing a lot of stuff this year that we're super excited about.
Yeah, that's definitely our next focus. New
Is- is-
music.
is
New
new
music?
For sure.
Mhm.
Oh, we're excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't wait.
Can't wait. All right, well, I think that's about it. Do you guys want to tell us how we can find you guys? Spotify or Instagram?
All
Do you know
that.
those?
Yeah, I
Hang
think
on.
I do. I think Spotify, we're Cousin Simple. You know, Instagram, we're also Cousin Simple.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's pretty
Simple, but
I think Twitter, I think it's like cousin underscore simple.
I think
something
it's
like
Tom's futon on there.
no, not anymore.
Not anymore.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
Cousin Simple on everything. We're on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube,
Okay.
Instagram,
So
Facebook,
weird.
Spotify, Apple
LinkedIn.
Music. Are we on LinkedIn now?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a recent. That's a recent
Yeah,
ad
that's
right
pretty
there.
good. That's amazing.
We're late to the game on that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks
Thank
for-
you.
yeah,
thanks
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
This is awesome.